everyone! This is Teacher Jacq. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga bagong video lessons ko.
For today's video, I'll be discussing simplifying ratios. Ratio is used to compare two or more quantities with same units. We can write ratio in three ways. So let's have A and B. So the first one is in word form. A is to B. The second one is in column form. A is to B. So this one is the colon. And then the last one is in fraction form. A is to B. So even though it is in a fraction form, we do not read this one as A over B. So we read this as A is to B. Let's have some examples of writing ratios in simplest form. Our first given is 7 is to 14. So the step 1 is we will get the GCF or the greatest common factor of the given numbers in any of the following methods. So we can use continuous division, listing method, or the factor tree method. And then the step 2 is we will divide the given numbers to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. Now let's get the GCF of 7 and 14 by using continuous division method. Okay, so we have 7 and 14. Isip ka ngayon ng divisor or number na pwede mong i-divide both kay 7 at kay 14. So ano ang kanilang common factor? Tama, 7. So 7 divided by 7 is equals to 1. 14 divided by 7 is equals to 2. So 1 and 2 are both prime numbers. So tapos na tayo kasi wala nang common factor ang 1 and 2. Therefore, ang ating GCF ay 7. Now, punta tayo kay step 2. I-divide ngayon natin ang ating given numbers sa nakuha nating GCF. So, 7 divided by 7 and 14 divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is equals to 1. 14 divided by 7 is equals to 2. So, kung o-obserbahin mo, yung simplest form ng 7 is to 14 ay 1 is to 2. Same lang dun sa nakuha natin kay continuous division method kung saan tayo nag-stop nung prime numbers na yung nakuha natin. So, ang prime numbers na nakuha natin ay 1 and 2. So, ganun din naman yung sagot natin dun sa simplest form ng 7 is to 14. 1 is to 2 din ang naging sagot natin. Let's have our next example. So, we have 10 is to 35. Again, we will get the GCF or the greatest common factor. So, in this discussion, I am going to use the continuous division method. But if you want to use listing method or factor tree method, pwede din naman. Then, step 2, we will divide the given numbers to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. Now, let's get the GCF of 10 and 35 using the continuous division method. So, we have here 10 and 35. So, ano ang kanilang common factor? Anong number ang pwede nating gamitin as divisor para i-divide kay 10 and 35? Tama, 5. So, 10 divided by 5 is equals to 2. 35 divided by 5 is equals to 7. So, we're done kasi yung 2 and 7 are both prime numbers. So, wala na silang common factor. Therefore, yung GCF natin ay 5. Now, we will do the step 2. We will divide the given numbers to our GCF. So, 10 divided by 5 and 35 divided by 5. So, 10 divided by 5 is equals to 2. 35 divided by 5 is equals to 7. So the simplest form of our given ratio na 10 is to 35 ay 2 is to 7. Let's have our third example of our ratio in column form. So we have 10 is to 6. So let's get the GCF or the greatest common factor of our given numbers by using the continuous division method, and then we will divide the given numbers to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. So let's get the GCF of 10 and 6. So we have here 10 and 6. Ano ang kanilang common factor? Tama, gagamit tayo ng divisor na 2. So 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3. So 5 and 3 are both prime numbers. So we're done. Ang ating GCF ngayon ay 2. Now we will do the step 2. We will divide our given numbers to our GCF. So 10 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is equals to 5. 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3. Therefore, the simplest form of our ratio 10 is to 6 is 5 is to 3. Now, let's have an example of ratio in fraction form. So, we have 32 is to 8. Same process. Step 1, we will get the GCF or the greatest common factor of the numerator and denominator in any of the following methods. We can use the continuous division, the listing method, or the factor tree method. Then in step 2, we will divide the numerator and denominator to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. Now, let's get the GCF of 32 and 8. Okay? For example, you don't know that 32 is divisible by 8. So, gamit ka muna ng mas mababang number. So, we know that 32 and 8 are both divisible by 2. So, gamit muna tayo ng 2. 32 divided by 2 is equal 16. 8 divided by 2 is equals to 4. For example, hindi mo alam na sa 16 ay divisible by 4. So, gamit ka ulit ng mas mababang number. So, 16 and 4 are both divisible by 2. So, 16 divided by 2 is equals to 8. Then, 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. Okay? So, si 2 at saka si 8 ay divisible pareho kay 2. So, 8 divided by 2 is equals to 4. And then, 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. So, si 4 at saka si 1, wala na silang common factor. Okay? So, now we will get their GCF. Okay? Or the GCF of 32 and 8. So, to get the GCF of 32 and 8, we will multiply all the divisors na ginamit natin. Okay, so we have 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is equals to 8. So, ang GCF natin ay 8. So, ngayon, we will do the step 2. We will divide the numerator and denominator to our GCF. So, 32 divided by 8. 8 divided by 8. So, 32 divided by 8 is equals to 4. 8 divided by 8 is equals to 1. Therefore, the simplest form of 32 is to 8 is 4 is to 1. Let's have our second example of ratio in fraction form. We have 9 is to 27. Okay, so first, we will get the GCF using the continuous division method. And then the second one, or the second step, is we will divide the numerator and the denominator to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. Now, let's get the GCF of 9 and 27. 9 and 27 are both divisible by 3. So, 9 divided by 3 is equals to 3. And then 27 divided by 3 is equals to 9. So 3 and 9 are both divisible by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is equals to 1. And 9 divided by 3 is equals to 3. So si 1 at saka si 3 wala na silang common factor. Therefore, yung GCF natin ay 3 times 3 is equals to 9. Okay, so let's do the step 2. We will divide the numerator and the denominator sa ating GCF. So 9 divided by 9, 27 divided by 9. 9 divided by 9 is equals to 1. 27 divided by 9 is equals to 3. So the simplest form of 9 is to 27 is 1 is to 3. Okay, let's have our last example of fraction form. 5 is to 15. Okay, same step, same process. Step 1, we will get the GCF. So for our discussion, I am using the continuous division method. But if you want to use the listing method or the factor tree method, pwede din naman. Step 2, we will divide the numerator and then the denominator to the GCF or to the greatest common factor. So now let's get the GCF of 5 and 15 using the continuous division method. So 5 and 15 are both divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is equals to 1. 15 divided by 5 is equals to 3. So we're done kasi wala ng common factor si 1 and 3. Therefore, ang ating GCF ay 5. So let's do the step 2. Divide natin si numerator at si denominator sa ating nakuhang GCF. Okay? So 5 divided by 5 is equals to 1. 15 divided by 5 is equals to 3. So the simplest form of our given ratio 5 is to 15 is 1 is to 3. Thank you so much for watching and listening on this video. Kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa aking YouTube channel, i-click lang ang subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa mga bagong video lessons ko. Maraming salamat! God bless! Bye-bye!